Very good day students. Today we are going to start a new unit, that is data handling using pandas. Under that we will deal with two topics. First topic is a introduction to Python libraries, that is pandas and matplotlib, and second one is a data structure. Under that we learn today series. So data handling. Why we use data handling? Data handling is basically being used to handle our data. You know, there are millions of data stored in our database. So to handle those data in a systematic manner, we use what? Data handling. And for that we have to use what? Libraries. Under that we have two libraries. First one is matplotlib and second one we will use what? Pandas. So first, why we use matplotlib? We use matplotlib to get the comprehensive library for creating the static or animated and interactive visualization in Python. It is used to create and develop publication quality plots with just a few lines of codes, and also it is being used to interactive figures that can zoom, pan and update your figures. Okay, so there are various types of uh, figures we can make using what? Matplotlib. Like area plot is there, histogram is there, scatter plot is there, pie plot is there, bar graph is there. So there are various types of figures we can make by using what? Matplotlib, and with few lines of code. Next, pandas. Why we use pandas now? Pandas is basically, it is a most famous Python package for data science, which offers what? Powerful and flexible data structure that makes data analysis and manipulation easy. Like in Excel, you can see you are feeding what? You are feeding all the values, and there may be number of values can be feeded in Excel. So if you want to fetch those Excel values using the data science technique, so which technique you will use? Pandas technique you will use. And pandas used to get the data in so effective manner that it will evaluate in a very systematic manner. Like if you want that null value should not be there, so it will deduct those null values. It can be we can easily fetch our data in a systematic manner using what? Using the pandas build on package like numpy and matplotlib to give us a single and convenient place for data analysis and visualization work. For pandas we use what? Numpy we use. Numpy is nothing, it is a numerical Python package we use to fetch the array details. Homogeneous type of data or heterogeneous type of data we use to take. Next is your features. What are the basic features of pandas? Data frame objects help a lot in keeping track of our data. It is used to keep track of our data. Next, with a pandas data frame we can have different data types like float, int, string, date, time, etc. all in one place. We don't have to move here and there for fetching the data types. In one place we can fetch all the types of data. Next is like in a file you have made 4 columns, like roll number is there, class is there, marks is there, date is there. So date is which type of data type? Date type. Next is in class you will use, might be string, you can use. Next, name is there, in name you can use string. Next is mark is there, you can use int there. And float also can be used. So this all things can be categorized in single place. Next is your pandas has built-in functionality for like easy grouping and easy joins of data, rolling windows. In SQL also we have seen, no, to join two tables. So using pandas also you could be able to join two tables, merge two datas, okay, without any difficulty. Next is it has good input output capabilities. Easy pull data from a MySQL database directly into a data frame. It could be easily pull our data from one software to another field. Okay, like not only in MySQL, you can fetch the data from CSV file also, you can fetch the data from Excel file also, even you can fetch the data from the text file also. Okay, so you can be easily able to fetch your all datas. Next is tools for loading data into in-memory data objects from different file formats. Next is data alignment and integrated handling of missing data. If your data is missed or the data is null there, like some input is there, ram is there, sham is there, hari is there. So in the class section you have fetched the data of ram and sham, but in hari you did not fetch the data. So it could be able to identify that which data is empty, and that data will be recognized that this data is particularly empty. Like if you want to get the average function in excel, what happens now, average is being done to null values also, it could be calculated to null values also if you put directly. But in pandas it is used to identify those values, that this value is null, and it will remove those values, and then it will take what aggregate function it will apply there. Next is your reshaping and pivoting of data sets. It could be able to pivot your data, it could be able to reshape your data. Like if you want to make arrangement of rows and columns in a systematic manner, so it could compress, or it could be able to compress your file. Okay, next is label based slicing, indexing and subsetting of large data sets. What does it mean? It could be able to slice your data, means if you want to take some data from your table, so it could be able to slice your data. It could be able to index your data, means serial number could be indexed. Like if you want to fetch your data of number 101, so it could be easily fetch your data which has been stored in 101 row. Okay, next, how could you be able to install your pandas and environmental setup? So to install your panda, the first method is using the anaconda python package. For anaconda python package usability, you need to follow some of the steps. First step is you have to visit the site, that is www.anaconda.com. Under that, the download section you will go. Under the download section you will find the appropriate anaconda installer. So you need to install it. It will take somehow time because it is a very large file, approx 575 MB it will take. So you have to wait for the download. After downloading, during the installation you need to check and set the path as all user. You don't need to set the path for only me, you have to set the path for all users. And even in the installation also it will take somehow time because it is a large file. It will take 4 to 5 GB in your system, so you have to wait for that. Next is after installation, under the anaconda you will find many types of utilities. Like under anaconda you will find the python python utilities there, spider is there, jupyter is there, pandas is there. Okay, so under that particular package only you will get all these utilities in a one go. So after installation, start spider utility. From jupyter also you can be able to start your python. Even the python, simple python is also stored under that python also you could be able to see. For that, first, if in pandas we use which package, we use numpy package. So for that, just install numpy also there. Okay, next, type import pandas as pd. If you will type import pandas as pd, then run it. If you don't find any type of error, then it means that your installation is correct. And if you find some type of error, then might be some installation error you may have found. Just check it and install it again. Like default temp is what, .py. We can create another file by using what, .py file from new window option of the file menu for new program. Next is second method, by using what, pandas installation can be done in standard python distribution using the following steps. For that we should have, first we should have that whatever the windows we are using, it should have the service pack 1. Okay, if you don't have the service pack 1, then your pandas your python could not be run in your system. So first, before installation you should check that your windows is not pirated one. If it is pirated one, then you might be not be able to use your python in your system. So you have to check that your system should have the service pack 1. If you don't have, then you should update it. Next, second method is what? There must be service pack installed in your computer. If we are using Windows, if it is not installed, then we will not be able to install Pandas in existing standard Python. Existing standard Python means like Python idle you are using, no, 3.7 or 3.5 editions you were using. So under that also you can use, by using which library? By using pip. If you will write there pip pandas, then it will install pandas. You will write pip matplotlib, so it will install the matplotlib features. You will write pip uh, numpy, so it will install numpy also. Okay. Next, so first pandas, some basic features we'll go through. It is a package useful for data analysis and manipulation. For what purpose we use pandas? We use for the data analysis and manipulation purpose. Second, why we use pandas? Provide an easy way to create, manipulate and wrangle the data. It is used to easily create your data. You could be able to manipulate or change your data, or you could be able to wrangle your data in a very effective manner. Next is pandas provide powerful and easy to use data structure, as well as it means to quickly perform operation on these structures. Data scientists use pandas for its following advantages. What are the following advantages of pandas? It could be easily handle your missing data, like I have informed earlier, that it could be able to easily identify which data is missed, and those data will be neglected and identified, such that you could be able to identify that this particular data is missed. Okay. Next is it uses series for one dimensional data structure and data frame for multi-dimensional data structure. There are series, there are two types of data structure available. First one is series and second one is your data frame. For one dimensional data structure we use what? Series. And second, if there is multi-dimensional, like two dimension or more than two dimension is there, then we will use what? Data frame for that. Next is it provides an efficient way to slice the data. If you want to fetch the particular data or slice your data from the set of data, so it has the feature to take out those data. Next is it provides a flexible way to merge, concatenate or reshape the data. If you want to merge your data, like two columns is there, if you want to merge those data, it could be possible. If you want to concatenate two strings, like ram and sarkar is there, so ram and sarkar will be concatenated from two particular columns. Okay, it could be able to easily concatenate also. And even you can reshape your data also, like if you want to reshape your rows or columns. Okay, if you want to compress it, so you can be easily compress it. Next, data structure. First, what is data structure? A data structure is a way to arrange the data in such a way that it can be accessed quickly and we can perform various operations on this data, like retrieval, deletion, modification. What do you mean by modification? We could be able to insert, delete, modify our data, change our data. This all comes under what? Modification. Pandas deal with three data structures. What are the three data structure? First one is series. I have said, like series is being used for fetching the one dimensional data structure, and data frame is used to get the multi-dimensional data structure. And panel, third one is your panel, is also used for 3D dimensional structure we use. But in our syllabus we will study about two data structure. First one is series and second one is data frame. So first, series. What do you mean by series? Series is a one dimensional array like structure with a homogeneous. Since it is a array like structure, so you should stuck in your mind that since it is array like structure, we will use which package for that? Numpy package for that. Okay. So series is a one dimensional array like structure with homogeneous data type. Homogeneous means same type of data type, which can be used to handle and manipulate our data. We could be able to use to handle it. Even we could be able to change our data as per our comfortability. Okay, what makes it special? As its index attribute, which has incredible functionality and is heavily mutable. Mutable means what? It could be changed. it has two parts. First one is your data part, an array of actual data. The actual data will be represented in data part, and next one is your associated index with data. The data where it has been stored is being known as what? Index. So from which index it is being started? It is being started with the 0 index. Okay, the first data will be stored in which index? 0 index it will be stored. Next 15, like data 15 is there, it will be stored in your first index. Next 18 data is stored in your second index. Next 22 data is stored in your third index. So remember, the index is starting from which? 0 index it has been started. Next, you can see how to create using the series. So first we see, like import pandas as PD. We are using which library for importing the series? We are using the pandas library. So how we will import the pandas? Import pandas as PD. The short form we are giving for pandas as what? PD. Next, since we are using the array like structure, so we'll use what? Numpy for that. So next we have to insert what? Import numpy as np. For numpy, the short form we are giving as np. For pandas, we are giving the short form as pd. For numpy, we are giving the short form as np. Like now array where we are storing, we are giving the name as arr equals to numpy np dot array. We will give the we'll give the data, like we have the four data: 10, 15, 18, 22. You can see that structure, how we are representing the structure. Under the braces we'll represent the our structures. Okay, see here we create an array of four variables. We are creating the array of how many values? Four values we are inserting. What are those values? First one is 10, second is 15, third is 18, next is 22. Next, how to arrange in series. Now we are storing in the variable s equal to pd is what? Pandas. Pd dot series is the structure we are using to arrange in series. Okay, series. What series we will arrange? The array arr we will store in that. So pd dot series of array. Okay, so what after that we will print the s variable in which the series has been stored. In s it has been stored, so we will print what? We will print s here. So you can see the output how will be represented. The we haven't given the index, so the default index will be 0 1 2 3, as the 0 as the first value will be stored in which index? 0 index it will be stored. Next, how to create series with mutable index. If you want to change your index, then how could you be able to insert your series in mutable index? So first, import pandas as pd. Next, numpy will use, import numpy. Next, array is the variable name where we are using to store our array values. So we are storing the four types of values, like a b c d is there. Our four values are being stored in our array variable. Next, s is next variable where we will store the series value, like pd dot series array arr comma, we'll give the index also there. Index as first, second, third and fourth. So you can see here we haven't given the index, so it has been stored by using the default index as 0 1 2 3. But if you want to give your own index, so after array comma you have to write here the index, and then here you have to write your own index if you want to give. So you can see the output. We will print here, print s where we have stored our series values. So you can see the output here, like in the we have given the index as first, second, third, fourth. So in the first index it will be stored the our array value a, in second b it will be stored, in third c, and next one is a d values will be stored. Next, creating a series from your scalar value. To create a series from scalar values, an index must be provided. The scalar value will be repeated as per the length of the index. Okay, how could you be able to create a series from your scalar value? See, import pandas as pd. Since it is not the array structure, it is the series structure. Okay, so see, Scalar value means what? It could not be changed. The value could not be changed. And dynamic value means what? The values could be changed. So PD dot series 50, since it is a scalar value, my value is what? 50. It won't be changed. And I want to give the index from where? 0 to 4. Okay, you can see here I have given the index as what? 0 1 2 3 4. In 0 1 2 3 4 you can give your own values also. Then I'll print S. Why I have printed S? Because in my S variable my series has been stored. So the output will be represented as this 0 1 2 3 4, and in all the values what value you will found? 50 value we will found, because 50 is what? Your scalar value it is. Okay, next, creating a series from a dictionary. How could you be able to create your series from a dictionary? So first you have to create, you have to import the pandas as what? PD. PD is the short form. Next, how to create a dictionary? You know, to create the dictionary in the last classes in 11th we have learned how to create our dictionary. So D equals to, in D I am storing my dictionary values. So name will be Hardik. Next is IPL team will be MI, runs are 1500. The key is there and element is there. This is known as what? Key, and this is known as what? Your element. Okay, this is known as what? Your element. This is known as key, and next one is your element. Okay, so how it has been arranged in the output, you can see name Hardik, IPL MI, runs 1500. Okay, by using this method, how to create a dictionary from a how to create a series from a dictionary. Okay, next, head and tail function in series. Head, why we use head function? It is used to access the first 5 rows of a series. To access the first 5 rows of a series we use what? Head function, and to access the last 5 rows of a series we use what? Tail function. So note, to access first 3 rows we can call series name dot head. Under the bracket we will write 3. If you want to access two values, to in replace of 3 you will write what? 2. If you want to get 6 values, in replace of 3 you will write what? 3. If you won't write anything and you will put only the bracket, then by default it will return 5 values. Okay, so since this is what you will import pandas. Next you will import numpy, since from array you want to access. So in array you have inserted how many values? I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 values you have inserted. Okay, next, how to create a series? You will create the series by giving the variable name as, under that pd dot series of array you want to create, and you want to show the array in what? In series you want to show. Next you will print 5 rows. So print s dot head. So s dot head means what? You will get the result s dot head as 5 values you will get. As I have said, it is used to access the first 5 rows of series. If you are giving print s dot head of 3, if you are giving, so it will print only the 3 values 0 1 2 3, as the first value will be stored in the 0th index. Next, tail function, as I have said, it is used to access the last 5 rows of a series. To access the last 4 rows we can call series name dot tail of 4. If you want to access 6 rows, so under 4 you will access what? 6 there. So import pandas as pd. Same, I want to import from the array. So from array, if I want to import, so I have to give yeah, I want to import my package also there as numpy. So numpy as np. Now I will store my array values in arr variable equals to np dot array the 9 values I have stored. Next I will create the series from array. So s equal to pd dot series of arr. Arr is what, where I am storing the array. You can write there v also if you are in place of arr. If you are writing v equal to np dot array, then in pd dot series, under that you will write what, v you will write. Okay. Next, print s dot tail. If you are writing s dot tail, okay, so what will happen here, it will give you the output of last 5 rows. Okay, since 0 is being stored in 1 10, 1 index 1 is in 15, index 2 is in 18, index 3 is in 22, index 4 is in 55. So from fourth index, 4 5 6 7 8, 5 values it will show, last 5 values it will show. Next, if you want to show only the last 4 values, so s dot tail 4 you will write here. So 5 6 7 8 index it will show, you can see here clearly. Next, selection in series. How could you be able to select your values from using what, series? So series provide index, label, lock and ilock, and your braces the rows and column. What are the index, label, lock, ilock and braces? These three are the values by using what we could be able to select the values from what, from series. The lock, first we will deal with lock index label. Under that you can see the syntax what we are using. Series name whatever the series name is there, dot lock. After that we'll give the bracket. Under the bracket we'll write here the start range colon the stop range, from where you are going to start and from till where you are going to stop, it you have to give there. Okay, you can see the example here. First we'll import the packages. First one, pandas will import. Next is array package as numpy will insert. Next I am inserting the array values, giving the variable name as arr. Under that I have given how many values, I have given the 6 values I have inserted in what, in my array. Next, I'll create my series by using the variable name s equal to pd dot series. I'll call the array function there. So series, under that I'll call the array values. After that I'll print s. So you can see when I have printed the s value, so it will give me the output as 0 to 5. It will print all my array values here. Okay. Next, if I give the print s dot lock colon 2. So colon 2 means what? To print values from index 0 to 2. Colon 2 means what? To print values from index 0 to 2. You can see from 0 to 2 it has been printed. Next, print s dot log 3 to 4. So 3 to 4 means what? To print values from index 3 to 4. So it will print 3 and 4th values as I here mentioned. Next, s dot log 2 colon 3. If you are writing s dot log 2 colon 3, so it will print the values from 2 to 3. You can see here 2 and 3 values are being printed over here. Next, second selection method is your ilock index. Ilock index method, in that the syntax is what, first you will write series name and after series name dot ilock you will give the bracket. Under the bracket you will write the start range and next the stop range. The example you can see, you will import the pandas as pd. Next, for array insertion you will import the package as numpy. After that you will write the array details. The array values are being stored in my variable name arr equals to np. np is what, your numpy. np dot array you will insert what, your values of array. Next, you will create the series by giving the variable name as s pd dot series arr. Next, you will print s. When you will print s, it by default it will print all the values of your series. Next, print s dot ilog colon 2. Colon 2 means what? To print values from index 0 to 1. So from 0 to 1 it will print the values. Next, print s dot ilog 3 to 4. From 3 to 4 means what? 3 to 4 means what? It will print only the third value. Colon 2 means 0 and 1 value. Up to 2 it will print. But in log, what happens? 0 to 2 means what? 0, 1 and 2. 3 values are being printed. But here colon 2 means what? Only 0 and 1 value. second index it won't print. Next 3 to 4 means what, only third value it will print, fourth value it won't print. Next 2 to 3 means what, up the second value it will print but third value it won't print. 3 to 5 means what, 3 third index and fourth index it will print but fifth index it won't print. That is a major difference between log and ilog. But if I gave there the command as 3 to 5 in log, so what will happen, it will print the index from 3, 4 and 5, all the 3 index it will print. But here it won't print all the 3 index, it will print up to 5, means 3 and 4th value, 3 and 4th index it will print, not the 5th index it won't print. Okay. Next, third method, selection using the braces. By using braces, how could you write the syntax? You can see series name. After series name you don't need to give dot or log, that method is not there. Series name, after that you will start the bracket, start range colon stop range, or series name index you will write directly. Okay, so see here, you will import the packages pandas and numpy. For numpy array if you want to give, so you will insert the numpy. If you don't want to give array, so if you want to give dictionary, then the array package is not needed. So you will under the array variable, if you want to store the array, I have used the array ARR variable. Under that I have stored my array values. Next, to store the series values, I have used s variable. Simply I have printed print s. So what happens here, it will print all the 5 values here. Next, s of 1 means what, as of 1 means what, it will print the value which has been stored in the index 1. So it has been stored in index what, 15, so 15 it will print. Next is print slash n. Print slash n means it gives you some spaces. Okay. Next, print s 3 colon 4. 3 colon 4 means what, it will give the output 3 third value, 3 colon 4 means what, it will give the output from 3 to print values at index 3. Okay, to print the values at index what, 3. So what was the index here, 10, 15, 18 and 22. So 10 is stored in 0, 15 is 1, 18 is 2 and 22 is 3. So it will give the third index as 22. It won't print your fourth index. Okay, next is your s colon 3. So from the 0 index it will print up to 3. So 0, 1 and 2 value it will store. You can see this braces method and ilog method is somehow same, but log method was little different. Okay. Next, indexing in series. First we have learned about selection method. Now we will use what, indexing method. So pandas provide index attribute to get or set the index of entries or values in what, series. You can see the example of indexing, like I have imported my 2 packages, first pandas and numpy. Next I have inserted my array values a b c d. My array values are there. Next I have creating my series by using my variable name as s, and I have given the index also to my array, like first, second, third, fourth. By default what will be the index, 0. From 0 if I won't give my index there, so it will by default it will show from 0. But if I want my index to be changed or mutable, if I want, so what I have to give there, I have to mention my index as whatever the index I want to give. So I have given here first, second, third, fourth. Okay, next I have printed s. So when I have given my command print s, so it will print what, all my 4 data it will print. To print only index in series. Okay, to print only the index, if you want that it should print only the index, so print s dot index. So it will print only the index values. What is the index value, first, second, third, fourth, only it will represent. Okay. Next, slicing in series. What do you mean by now slicing? Slicing is a way to retrieve subsets of data from a pandas object. A slice object syntax, you can see series name you will write there. Next, start, end and step, which step you want to move. Okay, that also you have to keep here. The segment start representing the first item, end representing the last item, and step representing the increment between each item. Like you will write there 2 start and end. I have written in the start I have written 2, and in the end I have written 10, and in step I have written 2. So what will be the output mine? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. By 2 increment it will move. Okay, so you can see the example. I have imported my all two packages, pandas and numpy. In array I'll use this slicing method. So here I have given the index also a b c d f of my variable of my array values. Next I have printed s, so it will print all the values. Next print s 1 colon 5 up to 2, means 1 colon 5 up to 2. It means what? One index is what? Your 15. Okay, next fifth index is what? Your 0 1 0 1 2 3 4 5. Fifth index is what? Your 77. So first index is what? Your 15 is stored in first index, and 77 is stored in your fifth index. Okay, so what will happen? We have to move in 2 steps, isn't it? We have to move in how many steps? 2 steps. So first step will be your 15. After 15 what will be shown? After 15 what will be shown here? 22 it will show. Okay, so 22 it will show. So up to fifth we have to choose. So the fifth index it won't choose. 77 index it won't choose, though after 2 steps 77 comes, but in the index up 1, from index 1 it will start, up to 5 it will start, up to 5 it will stop. So fifth element we don't need to take, though it comes in the step. Next is your print 0 to 6. Okay, print 0 to 6, and we have to take 2 steps. So what is the 0? A. So A it is 10. Next C it will store 18. Next E it will show 55. Okay, so E is stored in which index? 0 1 2 3 4. Fourth index it has been stored, though the sixth index we don't have in our array values. Okay, so sixth value it won't show. So this is our first part. Next part we will deal in our next class. Thank you.